This is a short presentation from the National Search Dog Alliance on training documentation, the training logs for professionalism. Avalanche dogs, area search dogs, trailing dogs, human remain dogs, water search dogs all must be carefully documented in their training efforts to ensure the quality of the canine as it enters the field even before it begins its testing process. These are professional dogs. They may live in somebody's home, they may be a dear pet for them as well, but documentation is so important. What does your documentation tell? What does it say about your professionalism? Is it a box full of random paper? Is it a document that is carefully prepared in an organized fashion? Does it have the presentation of a national organization? When you enter a court of law, what will be said about your training? When your dog is called to find somebody's lost grandchild, when your dog is called by a sheriff's office, they're looking for somebody to stand in the front line, or a search and rescue organization, to be able to make that find, to conclude a problem, what will your dog do? What kind of dog is it? Is it specifically designed for the task, or is it something that we've obviously picked up by random? Dogs can do many things, and some are not qualified for search and rescue. Some dogs can be well trained to do all kinds of things, but because of their size and because of the situation, they will never be a search and rescue dog. Many dogs have received lots of training and do outstanding things, but a search dog is very unique with a very unique skill set handled by a very unique individual. The National Search Dog Alliance online goes over these processes in their testing program. So check yourself online, go into the online site, go into where it talks about the testing criteria, and click on that, and it will take you to various sites that talk about testing the search and rescue dog on the national standard. This is the prerequisites we're looking at right here for the testing of a dog for area search dog. So depending on the dog, it will have basically the same thing. Certifications as far as the handler is concerned, temperament evaluation, the vet records that must be 1 year of age. They have to training log, have a letter of recommendation from a SAR organization so that it proves that you are a legitimate search and rescue individual. Putting together the presentation manual before testing is important because this is your document, your sign of professionalism. Having the vet records in there, having the various certifications of the dog as far as its temperament test, as far as its obedience training, the individual handler as far as their ICS training, as trainings for the individual as far as what the dog has gone through as well as what the handler has gone through, the Canine Good Citizen test for the AKC or other temperament thing, the incident command system training that is required, the first aid training that is required for the handler to have, the completion of an avalanche course, the HR course, human remains course, or hazmat course, crime evidence course. The individual training is well documented in such a way that when we end up in a court of law, it will show professionalism. Lots of hard work goes into this. The hard work and careful planning is the documentation that your dog is a professional dog.